So this race is just really about knowing how the game responds and the things that maybe can be improved about the game, or some of the glitches, etc. So
it's
that
also,
we know.
Yeah, to find bugs and to find exploits. Maybe if safety color glass didn't work really, or if there's like a glitch where you can abuse the system with the VCS. Yeah, we will see how it works out.
So even though it will be very interesting to see who will be in the front of the pack and how the drivers compare to each other, it will be also very important to have a look at how things are going in the game and to look at the weird things happening. Yeah.
Also, it's a nice preview to see which drivers are how fast. Maybe you can give a little prediction how Australia will go in the next few weeks.
Yeah, because in a few weeks, in like 2, there is already the race for the F1 boys, and of course next week the F2 boys will already start the season in Australia.
Yeah, they will start the debut on this new season. So we are in the pit lane now with great weather so far. It seems to be a blue sky.
Not a cloud to be spotted, really.
No. And we have a great view on the garages of FH and Kimi Räikkönen.
It's now
nobody
waiting.
has left the garage yet.
Yeah, which is interesting because you would think people, especially people who are struggling to maybe get into Q2 or Q3, they need their track time. So
Yeah, also you might think already that they already had a setup figured out.
yeah. So
and here we have the first
I'm
one
right,
exiting the pits.
which
Demon
is
Racer.
Demon Racer.
And his beautiful orange McLaren.
So he is going to be the one who is going to set the benchmark.
Yep. Oh, we will smash his car in the first lap. Oh, we don't hope so.
No, let's stay positive. Let's stay positive there.
At least it's no rain like two boys had, which was rather annoying.
Now that we have some time to just discuss some things, who would you think has the pace around here, or has the pace for the season?
Oh, I think
As
Kimi
Fern
has
has
a
also
good
come
pace,
out.
and Big Dave also.
Yeah, Kimi looked very strong in the testing.
Contestants. Yeah, they are all closing their times.
Oh,
And,
Demon still lost it there.
Oh, Demon is struggling with the grass, the gravel. Also, what I noticed in this season, the tires they are dirty longer.
Yeah.
So you have a increased time where you can still screw up like Demon did here. And VW GTI already left the garage now as well in his Sauber.
As Fern is also setting up his outlap. So it's
now they're leaving one after another. Matthews leaving, Dizzy Mind is now on the track as well. Big Dave also just left the pits.
This year with the tires, it's just you can't push it when you left the track because you still have that possibility of losing it because
already back in the pit lane, so maybe he wants to tweak his setup or get a
or there was a bit of maybe a bit of damage. I don't know about that, but
we will see what happens.
Well, also very interesting, we have 2 new guys from the F2 joining the league of the F1 right now, in the names of Big Prenta and Newcart. Big Prenta, of course, being
promotions.
Big Prenta, of course, being the superstar of the last half season in then called GP2, winning.
Yes, he was the only one who could eat mayhem in his infinite Stroll basically of just first places all along.
Yeah, yeah. He was really consistent at the end of the season there, just scoring first places when he had to. So it will be very interesting how he, if he can keep up in the new league there.
Yeah, we will see. We will have a close eye on Big Prenta, and if he will regret the choice not to stay with his friend Prenta on the F2 league.
Because he was with the guys of like Madman and KO, he was the favorite to win the GP2 really. And now he made that step, I think, which can be a good thing for him. But he joins a really competitive group there in the likes of SH, Vern, Carex of course being having joined the.
Vernon set the fastest lap of 1:19.
So Vern has set the benchmark there for the other ones, and they have to see to go under that. Which is weird because Vern here is just saying that he is in 8th place right now, which is weird. So let's just go.
Only managed to do less than 100. And the Mother Goosery already pinned it in the Q3.
Yeah, we can't see him anymore.
Let me see in the race direct incidents. Mother Goosery, yes, terminal damage. He has smashed his car.
So he will start in last place?
Yep, he will start in last place since he was the first one to smash his car.
I don't know if you have the same problem or that people are just setting faster laps, but Big Dave is showing in 5th place here at my screen.
Oh!
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Saying that he just done the fastest lap. Yeah, that's...
Devil's after 9.
VWG
in first now.
Yeah.
There's still almost 12 minutes to go, Q1.
Yeah, and we haven't seen the champion and the front runners go out still.
Yeah.
So I guess they will be doing the one stint only, saving a couple of tires for those valuable Q2, Q3. Oh, Big Dave lost it. Big Dave retired.
Yep. Big Dave is also sitting on 2nd place.
As Dizzy has set, is going for a lap, I guess there. And Dave G is also just going into the first corner there.
Oh, Dizzy Mine. I'm not sure Dizzy Mine has a traction problem or if there's lag going on at him. I think he might have a traction problem.
Dizzy Mine looking good on the back straight there.
Teammate let him through and now the hard brake into the left. Yeah.
And then that left,
like
that little left king, that one is something to watch out for, because that can throw you off if you have too much throttle on there.
Yeah. Devil's arm just back.
And coming out of the last corner, we will see what Dizzy can do. He just got promoted to the F1 League as well. Just trying out the F2 test race. So he wants to see if he improved in that week, I guess. See where he's standing in this league, and if his pace has advanced compared to last week. As it looks like
we see Skyline Cat driving out of the pit lane.
SSH is also coming out right now.
Yeah.
So the champion of last year. Let's see what he can do in this on this track. Of course, I guess he will have.
Kimi Räikkönen without a time yet. He's now on his out lap for the first time.
which really interests me because not many people have come out yet who are seen as front runners.
Yeah. I'm especially
As Big Prenta is also coming out, I guess.
Position.
Yeah, Big Prenta is also coming out right now. And one driver I do miss. I don't.
It's also a thing on his outlap, or
I don't know
sure.
if he has joined the lobby. Is Carrick there just to race, or do we still? Has Carrick joined the race? No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
Maybe he's still tweaking his setup.
Yeah, maybe he will join afterwards because Carrick was also looking like a real competitor in the first two test races, and he looked very quick on the tracks that we did. So it would have been interesting to see him here.
There's still 8 minutes to go in the first session of qualifying.
As Decadent is showing as the leader at this moment on my screen, but I don't know if that's the correct...
Yeah, he's the leader, apparently. New car, now on his outlap, I think.
Let me look in the race director. Did Decadent... He didn't even set a lap yet, so that's weird. That's really weird what's going on here.
That's not good.
Skyliner 123 on the soft tire. Everyone is going for the soft, so they will still have the medium available for Q2, so it will be interesting to see who is going to use the tire for the race.
Yeah.
As Newcart is looking like he is on a lap.
Yeah, he is, and Big Prenta now shows in first.
We didn't see any lap improvement. New cart is looking really stable in that second sector there. SSH is doing a 119.3 in Q1.
Oh, nice.
In Q1 already. So now these guys know what they have to do to be close to the champion of last year.
Now we see Big Prenta crossing the line.
As he goes faster.
No, it's not enough. Oh!
And Newcart is coming out of the last turn at this moment. What will Newcart do? As Newcart is going 119.199.
Wow. That is an impressive time.
So these guys are already showing their cards. Maybe not as much as they can do, but they really seem to getting the best out of each other.
That is true.
And I guess these guys will just coincide because they don't have to worry not making Q2. As we see Kimi now going into the third sector. Yeah, I don't know in which place he is time-wise right now, because
it's hard to tell because the race director is not really helping.
No. As Kimi here says go 6th, which what did Kimi do?
Well, Big Dave had put a 119.6, so...
And Kimi just did a 119.5.
Well, Devil's Armpit is still at 121.1.
As Skyline is also trying to improve.
There's less than 5 minutes in Q1 remaining. So there may be about 3 laps to go, if you do an outlap as well.
So there can be another lap. Did Demon already set a lap because he spun at the first go out?
Let me check on the race director because he's not on the track. Demon Racer has set a 129.
Okay.
And his first one was a 121, but that was a invalidated lap time.
Okay, so he can improve quite a lot. But he's...
Yes, he can improve like a second, maybe 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe he will wait till the third 3-minute mark. Then he can do an out lap, one quick lap, and maybe he will get the best out of the track in these circumstances. Just to give him that little bit of an edge.
Or he already quit it and is like, oh, I'm just gonna wait it out.
Yeah. Can also happen. As Kimi is coming back into the pits, I think he thinks he has done enough to make Q2, which
Antonio
with a 19.5 will be the
finishing
case.
line. Let's see what he does. Oh, and I think this signboard is really not helping because it shows Antonio's now as first, so he didn't put a new time. This is stupid.
The race director is not helping us with this.
No, it's not. It's not useful at all.
This isn't really representing anything to us because we just don't know which times people are doing compared to the other ones.
Yeah. Now we
Also
can say
the delta times are not making any sense.
No. I think it's just sector times.
Oh, as Antonio spun it coming out of the third corner. No, not the third corner.
Oh no.
Just before turn 9, I think.
He's in the grass now. Will he struggle with the dirty tires? Will we see the same fate as Big Dave has?
Problem also is, did he already set a lap, or can he set a good lap with these tires right now? He has the time to do one more.
I don't think so. They are worn. They're worn and dirty. He must go. He has just 2 minutes left, so he can maybe do just one more lap.
As GTI is coming over the... the Delta is so weird as well.
Yeah, it's very misleading.
It's just counting in 2 different laps, as I see it right now.
Yeah.
It was on +6
very
coming
weird.
out of the last corner, and then it just resumed going up, going to a new lap, which is weird.
Demon Racer is now apparently on an out lap.
Ooh, as Dizzy also almost lost it. He kept it together though. As we see Demon, who we know can improve maybe. Demon can improve on his time.
Maybe he wants to get out of the Q1 color.
Yeah. Of course, it's just making sure you're going into Q2. You don't have to do the fastest lap time. If you just
need to,
just need to make it into the top 15.
And the second bottom is already taken.
As we cannot say who is going out and who's going to Q2 because of this race director. Oh, he doesn't look confident and he's going in.
Demon Racer quits.
So is this because he really is in 13th place and done enough to go into Q2, or we have to see because we can't tell. We can't tell right now. It doesn't look like.
Demon Racer has a 129.
That's way off the pace, but we don't know what other people were doing. We will see as soon as I guess the race results, which hopefully will be the right one.
Yeah, Dizzy Mine is out of fuel. He should just retire from the session.
As GTI lost it all and he's crashed massively. Coming out of turn 3, lost the wheel there.
So just Dizzy Mine now with his car which is out of fuel.
Well, what is interesting, what I don't know, if you're qualified for Q2 or any qualifying session, but you crashed it,
Yeah, I think,
can you
then your
resume
car will be
qualifying?
fixed.
Yeah?
Yes, I think then your car will be fixed within the qualifying session.
So we have to see and wait for the race results to show, so we know who's going through, who's going out.
So Dizzy might have retired from the session. We're just waiting for the
Yes,
scoreboard now to show
don't-
up.
No.
So in first we got New Card with a 119.1, then Big Prenter, SH, Skyline, Kimmy, Matthew, Vernon, Decadent, Peters, Antonios, Dave J, Demon Racer, Devil's Armpit, Big Day, and
As Dizzy and Mother Goosery go out of the Q1
Yes.
session, which is interesting. The top 5 are within 4/10 of each other, which is very close. And then there's that little gap to Vern of 2/10. So we'll be very close, I guess, this qualifying, because I don't think anyone was pushing that hard.
No.
As
So
we
another
now
15
wait.
minutes. Yeah, for people to exit the pit lane. Well, it was a very interesting first Q1.
Yeah, definitely with the race director just not doing its thing,
There
which
will
we have
be
to look
somebody
for.
leaving the garage now.
Looks like it's Vern
There's movement in the pit lane.
at Red Bull, and I think it's Vern
It is
coming
a Red
out.
Bull. Yep, it is Vern.
So he was the one in 6th place, but I guess he can improve still.
As he releases the pit limiter, rushes down the straight.
So what is the thing that you guys makes a good lap around here? It's are those really long corners. You can be on the throttle at the end of every corner coming out of it, really. So
Well,
is
you
it
must see, if you don't got enough downforce that you don't spin out of the corner into the gravel.
because I think it's also just a case of people having the guts to go as quick as they can here, because as soon as you go too fast you have the gravel there. You just have to be on that little edge, really, like coming out of turn 4 you just have to clip that curb on the outside going to 5th, but go over it and your lap's done.
Yeah. Antonios is now also out. Well, he's leaving the garage right
Kimmy is also just in the 2nd sector of his outlap. A little bit of weaving, warming up the tires.
Antonios, or was he the one who smashed his car?
I don't. I think he spun it a bit, but he didn't lose it.
Yeah. That must have been his teammate.
Yeah, GTI lost it in the Sauber, and he was going to
Guzuri, I think it
Q2.
was who smashed it.
Yeah, but he didn't make Q2, so we don't know.
Yeah.
He didn't set a
Well,
time,
he
I
smashed it
think,
in
really.
in his outlap, so.
Yeah, he didn't. He wasn't the one that set a time.
Yeah.
So he's starting in last place with Dizzy in 17th, I guess.
Right in front of him in last row.
Skyline has also come out, and Fern is already on his lap, I guess. Just going into
We will see
Sector
what time he
3.
puts down. So a 1:19.1 is to beat here from Newcart.
That's the benchmark for this
We will see
session.
if Newcart can remain his pace and do it again, or even faster.
Also, will people choose for the medium tires? Because no one has used the medium tires in Q1, and maybe people want to do 2 runs in Q3, which when
So
you
we
use
have
all
a
your soft tires
119.2.
will be very interesting. And Skyline is on the mediums. What is the time
Interesting
he has
choice.
done there? Oh, he is
Kimi
just
Räikkönen
starting
now
his
coming
lap.
down the final straight. And he cannot beat Vernon.
I don't know really how many soft tires you get to use in qualifying, like 3 I guess.
Well, it depends which outfitting you take, right?
Yeah.
If you go with fast, balanced, or hard.
Yeah, you mean the mix settings?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we don't really know which pit crew follows which strategy.
Yeah, which tire strategy, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is the tire that they will start on in the race when they make Q3. Of course, the people getting knocked out in Q2 can make another tire choice. So it will be interesting if maybe people like SH,
So Mackie is now
big
in top lap,
new car
apparently.
are going to choose for mediums. As
Kimi had
Kimi,
a 119.4
so he improved
and
by a
Skyline
10.
has a 129 with mediums.
Okay, so I guess that isn't really where you want to be with the mediums.
And Antonios is now on his second lap, though it has both been invalidated, and his first lap with software 134. Yeah. So Antonios now on his already nulled lap as well.
As Demon is in the 3rd sector. Hopefully he is able to do a good enough lap compared to Q1 where he was struggling. He doesn't really seem to be able to get those apexes right. I don't know if this was an outlap or that he really wanted to go for it, but doesn't seem he's too comfortable at this moment.
Cutting corners and entering pit lane again. He's out of fuel. After his 3 invalidated laps, he's out of fuel and refuel in the pit lane.
So who do we have in first right now? It's showing Demon, which I guess isn't true. He hasn't set a lap time yet, so that can't be the case.
I think
As Kimi has done a
19.2.
19.1. Vern has done a 19.2, yeah, so he's up with 2 seconds compared to
actually
Kimi.
leading, and Matthew Asbrook has a 121.2. He's not in the pace.
As we see SH on the mediums, is he out? I did see the medium tire there, so maybe he thought that wasn't the best choice.
Matthew also now out of fuel.
No, I guess he's... Yeah, the fuel light is showing.
Let's see what time Decadent can put down in his Williams. Also medium tire, that is rather intriguing.
Yeah, as we just don't know what he will do compared to the other
but
ones.
in his first sector he got a 22.5.
That
Apparently
is...
my internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Oh, now it seems to be back.
Demon is out again. He has not set a lap yet, although he is the leader in this qualifying session.
Oh, Decadent's fuel lamp is now also blinking.
But that is really annoying, just not knowing where people are standing in the qualifying session really now.
The maximum fuel setting. Let's see Decadent's time. They're 126, so yeah.
So with that he's faster than Dave, who also was on the medium.
Yes, Dave had a 121 and something.
121.9, if I remembered correctly.
I think so.
I do guess that there maybe is a lot of improvement in there.
I think so. The tires must first get hot.
Because the people on the softs doing 119 flat almost. I guess you have to be in the 123s at least.
We now see Yuka, who has just led the first session, driving out of the pit lane. On his first outlap for this season, for this session.
With 5 minutes to go, so he has to be confident if he...
he can do any big
2
mistakes
laps
now.
Yeah.
And he's on the soft tire.
As Big Prentice also just came out for his outlap. And Dave is also on the medium. Dave J. And Peditz is also on the mediums. So, are they confident that they will make the Q3?
I
doubt it,
Or
yeah.
do you want to save the tires for Q3?
Yeah, maybe for the race, so that they can have the option for a 3-stopper or a 2-stopper.
Yeah.
And maybe have a soft compound available if a safety car comes out at the end of the race, or...
Yeah, New Car and Big Front are now on their hot laps.
Because I haven't seen them really at the top in Q1, which for me, if you want to make Q3, you will just go for the soft. If you not make it, you can choose another compound. So this is interesting. As Big Prentice on a quick lap. And what has
Big Front and New Car are now on their hot lap, and they really need to make it count. They only got 3.5 minutes left in the session.
As Big Prent has done a 22.1 in the first sector, and as well has new card. And the fastest man right now was... Oh, SSH is also not set a lap right now, but he is in the 3rd sector. So we should see what he will do, as he is going into the final corner right now.
Yep.
And he will go a 189.
Wow, that is incredibly fast.
As he sets a new benchmark, and New Card beats it, 118.8.
Wow.
And this isn't even Q3. This isn't even Q3. What has Big done? What has Big Prent done then?
Big Prent has a 119.08.
So they are really pushing each other. This...
Yes.
Oh my god, what are we waiting for in Q3 then? What would we expect in Q3?
I have no idea, but Antonius is kissing the gravel again.
This is going to be fireworks, Solman. We have fireworks waiting for us.
I can't wait for the race to see what happens. Man. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Well, we have seen in Singapore today.
Oh man, if that will happen, that will shake this competition up so much. Do we have someone on a fast lap still, or
no?
Dave seems to go for it a bit. Dave seems to go for it, but
let me see. Antonius.
As Skyline.
This is the next lap in Valverde did.
Skyline. Fuse. No, Skyline has.
Do we have a valid time from Antonius yet?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, he does. Antonius has not posted a valid lap time yet. All his lap times have been invalidated yet.
He's not on track right now, is he?
Oh, he
No.
retired.
Oh, so we will not see him in Q3.
Nope, he will start in the second to last row.
SSH, Newkart and Big Brent are just really pushing each other to the limits. Only
I think those...
2
I
tenths.
think that... What are they doing? They're on the pit lanes.
Oh my
Now
god.
on his lap. 30 seconds left in the session. P-Dits also
I
flashing
can't-
fuel lights.
I can't wait for Q3 and the race to be started.
Yeah. This will be very interesting. So Peter just got one lap remaining with almost no fuel left.
Decadent is
And he is out
on
of
the lap.
fuel.
Decadent seems to be on a lap. He's taking that 5th turn really wide, so he can just floor it down that little straight there.
Yep.
Maybe he will get a couple of tenths there. And now really important, just beat... Oh, maybe he should have gone a bit wider, carry more speed on that back straight. Good turn in there.
Oh, very good turning. That is a tricky one. Here, there's also high chance of spinning if you hit the gravel.
Seems to be on a good solid lap, Decadent.
Yeah.
And now coming
I
out
can't
of
wait
this
to
corner,
see
that's
his final
very
lap.
important. Traction. You want to have great traction
Oh,
here.
he has traction. He has traction. And he's good line.
And
And that's
we
it.
don't know if he improved, but we will see. He is 6th,
And
he is showing
sixth position.
so we will definitely see him back in Q3. As we see Newkart
yeah.
topping the stands again, this time with a 1:18.8. And Prenta in 3rd already, just only 2 tenths behind, and that little gap towards Fern. So who do
They are
you
really,
think?
really close together here. This is just a matter of milliseconds.
Yeah. Who would you think has the best chance to get that pole? Right now it's showing Newkart, but
I think
we don't know what SH will be doing.
Prenta.
SH being the champion of last year, he can perform on the immense pressure.
He is under immense pressure from a newcomer from the F2 league.
Will we see a change, just a change in the standings really? SH has been the man to beat really the last years, and he seems to have real competition right now. Is the establishment just being shaken at this moment, or will we see a huge change developing in this season? That's the question.
So far, nobody's out yet. I think they're just under big pressure, being sandwiched between
Two newcomers, they want to show what they got, really.
Yeah, of course.
They want to show what they got into the in the new league. And I don't know if you want to be in between them when the race starts.
Oh, it's hard to tell. So Demon Racer again, first out. We will see if he can put a good time out now.
As Vern
On the soft tire.
is also coming out, Skyline has just came out as well. So will we
will
see
see who makes the
people
podium
doing?
here.
Will we see people doing 2 stints on those soft tires? Because I haven't seen many people using the mediums. So the question is, will they have unused tires
I don't think
for
you
this
should use the
session?
mediums on Q3 really. You want to set
No.
the fastest time you can get.
Right now you want to be the fastest you can.
Yes.
You can do really, and the only question is, will you do one lap with worn out tires just to see where you can be, and then just do the last stint on fresh tires.
I wouldn't risk that. That is a waste of time in my opinion. They only got 10 minutes on a long track like Catalunya. It's really something you need to manage.
So I guess we will just see eventually we will just see a one-shot qualifying, I guess, maybe. For as Big Prenta is out, so there goes my theory, I guess.
Yes, Big Prenta now on his outlap.
Let's see what he has in for us. What can he do? As he is now going for that perfect exit, coming out of that last chicane and blasted on the start-finish straight. DRS open.
Good grip. Yeah, let's see what he does this lap.
As he is going, touching the 327 kilometers an hour, and I'm sorry that we can't tell you that in miles at this moment, because we don't have a British commentator with us.
So, Demon Racer, a 1:21.0. Now I am pretty sure this time will be beaten by almost 3 seconds.
As Big Prentice. Skyland on a 1:19.8, which is also not really close to the pole time. Maybe he can improve still.
What we have seen last session. So.
Big Prenta is coming on the back straight. He's really pushing it. He's looking for those edges. Just avoided the gravel there coming onto the back straight. Missed the apex.
He doesn't kiss the
Missed the apex, which just costs 2 or 3 tenths there.
He might have picked up some dirt there.
You really have to hit that apex coming out of the back straight, because that's such an important corner. Missing that can cost you a lot of tenths.
And on the final straight,
he has done a 1:19.0. Oh, with that corner, he can still improve. He can still improve, I guess.
Where is Newcart? He's not out yet.
So
Newcart is losing the time.
He is definitely committing to a. He's definitely committing to a one shot. As I think he's coming out right now. He's coming out of the pit lane. So that will be really weird.
Followed by Decadent, who also seems to go for one shot.
Which is interesting, because still having 7 minutes in the session for me is, I guess, is too long to do a one shot on a perfect track, because you would think that they wait till the
you can't do any mistakes on your lap.
You would think that doing a one shot you wait till the last moment, being on a perfect track with the grip and everything that comes with it, but most of the time you wait for a couple of minutes then and go out when you have 4 minutes, 3 minutes left. So I guess maybe he will go for 2 stints as well.
Big Prenta now back in the pits. Do you think Big Prenta will come out again, or will he?
He will.
Call it a day?
He will, I think. I think he's comfortable that he can do better. I've seen him do better times than this, and he has got the time. He also made that mistake coming into the left-hander after the back straight. So I guess he still got that little bit to improve.
Yes. So we see Newcart now starting his hot lap.
I guess Decadent is coming towards the last sequence of the lap.
Let's see, Dave J put a 120.9 down.
What?
Followed by Demon Racer with 121. And Decadent with 121.4. One human racer with 121.0. So at the moment, Decadent is starting behind Demon Racer. And we have not seen a time from Kimi or SH yet.
Yeah.
The both Mercedes are still in the pits.
So SH is just looking for that little bit of an
Has SH improved?
Can SH keep it together?
SH has improved by 2/10. He's now at a 120.79.
New kart coming towards the last corner. What will he do? What will he give us? Fastest man in the last two sessions. What will he do? He goes 1:18.825.
Wow, what a time.
That was a little bit of a... Yeah, he did go a little bit faster, I guess, than the last session. Not by much, but... The question is, can this be beaten by the other ones? He didn't really set a...
coming now towards the third sector.
Skyline, is he on a fast lap or... He's...
Let me check.
Yeah, he is.
Skyline should be on his out lap. Yeah, he's on his out lap.
Okay. As Kimi has just come out of the garage.
Yep.
And we haven't seen any...
limiter.
We haven't seen any sign of SH yet.
No.
So he will just go for that last run, I guess.
The question is, at this late time, has HS fallen asleep while he was tweaking with Kimi on his car?
As New Kart goes 1:18.4.
Improved! Incredible! 1:18.4, that is an incredible record.
Oh, and I guess this will be so hard for the other guys to catch up with that.
I'm gonna lean myself wide out the window and say they won't catch him anymore. He will start in the pole position.
Did we just see the lap?
SH is now leading the pits as well.
As Big Prenta is out, so he will do a second stint. And he is just about to start it. Going really slowly, approaching that last chicane. And he will look for the perfect line, the perfect exit. Go on the throttle.
Kimi will now start his hot lap, 1 minute 57 in the pocket, so he might have room for one mistake.
SSH is also out. So first we will have Big Prenta setting a lap, looking to beat that enormous lap of New Kart of a 1:18.4.
I think New Kart won't be beaten here anymore. Not by Mercedes.
If he can be beaten, it would ask a immense lap of someone. It would take something.
1 minute left.
As Big Prenta, Demon will let him through. Nicely done. Coming on to the last sector. Nice exit, nice approach to that corner. That's definitely better than his last stint. What will he do? Will he improve?
He's sliding a bit around. He seems to have a bit of trouble with his traction.
Will we see a better lap time than New Kart? Will Big Prenta be able to do it?
In the final chicane now. Go onto the straight now.
Big Prenta won't be starting on pole. SH on the fast lap.
And Kimi cannot beat New Kart's time.
Will New Kart disrupt the establishment SH made over those few years?
Kimi almost 6/10 down to New Kart. I think he won't beat him.
As we have SH trying to how do those two level 121.9, 120?
Qualifying is now complete, so everybody who's out is
SH was
now on
one.
their final lap.
SH was just that little bit faster in the first sector, 20,
He's now on the
but
final
was
chicane.
2/10 slower in that middle sector. What will SH do? Will he take it? Will he take it? No!
No! New car, start
New-
in pole position.
Newkart coming from the GP2 goes in F1 and starts on the best seat of the house in his first race.
Big Panther now on the last. Now you can also take the position. New car starts in first here in Spain. What an incredible time.
What a time indeed it was. I did expect that 118's just coming around, but not like this. Not like this. 118.4.
It's a really incredible time. Kimi Räikkönen on fourth here. Sarpon, I think it will break his heart.
As we
So
see
we
it
got
right
now
here. Newkart won.
on first. Yeah. Then, followed by Mercedes, FH on second. Big Prenta Ferrari on third. Kimi on fourth. Skyline, Decadent, Devil's Armpit, Dave J, Demon Racer, and Vernon with no time.
So do you guess he was just saving a compound there?
Yes, I think so. He saved the tires for the race.
Will you set
So
up
we will have
the
now
timer?
a 5 minutes break. Yes, I got the timer here. I'm gonna skip the logo of F1, otherwise I'm gonna have a copyright strike on my channel.
So, as we are sure no one will press that X button, because we have very...
Yes, hopefully. So I stop the timer now. Will be 5 minutes.
and
Hopefully.
is
But
this...
the F1 boys should be familiar with the rules here. We have
Yeah, they are very experienced and I guess they all know what to do. Yeah. Do you think Newkart can take this pace into the race?
Yes, I think so. Qualifying is always something different than you drive with a fuel tank of 57 liters.
Yeah.
And I think it will be something entirely different with the weight and the pressure of the whole field in his back.
Of course, being
I
his
think it will be
first
quite spectacular.
race here in the F1 league, being
Yes.
on that good of a position can maybe ask a bit too much of yourself.
Yes, you need to ask yourself, what fuel setting will he use? Like, will he use the normal one, the standard one, or will he go with rich or even maximum for some time? Though maximum burns like almost double the amount of fuel you have. That
Yeah,
should be
this
like
year
the last resort.
the fuel is really hard on you in the rich mix. You can only do maybe 2-3 laps on the rich mix setting right now. And
And on the maximum setting, you can maybe do like 1 to 2 laps, and then you're gone with extra fuel.
yeah,
So you better make it count on those.
on those
things you do.
crucial, yeah.
Maybe for
So-
overtake, when you had like the last 10 laps fighting with somebody, yes, that can make a difference then. But otherwise, I would rather not use the maximum fuel setting.
Yeah. Because I guess you want to keep that for the last part of your race.
Yes.
Either you want to attack or you want to defend. When you use
Yes, though
this...
you can also maybe hope for a safety car where you can put your fuel setting on lean and save some fuel.
Yeah,
And
or a virtual...
then burn it later.
Yeah, yeah.
We
So...
will see.
Yeah. of course, run down to turn 1. The pole sitter will have the outside of the first corner, if I'm right. Which is interesting. Or does he have the inside of the corner?
We will see.
Yeah. Of
I
course.
also wonder, we can only hope that new kart won't get in an accident with the following fields, with hard braking or certain things like that, with unexpected handling of the car with all the fuel now.
Yeah. Because if the pole sitter is starting on the outside, when someone on the inside, for example, the number 2, which is in this case SH,
yeah,
he just has to brake that little bit later, and as soon as he got the inside, he can squeeze him there, and there's no way to go.
Yeah,
and then there's the question: do you stick it?
Those are also all professionals, and the real Kimi Räikkönen did not even make to turn 1.
Yeah, with them all squeezing each other there. So what will we see here? Will they show us how to do it right, or will they do the exact same?
We can only hope that our Kimi Räikkönen of League will not do something incredible stupid, but I don't think so. He's a good driver.
Yeah, he's a good one. He is a real solid driver, really experienced.
Well, what I'm also intrigued about is Mother Guzari and Big Dave. Will they catch up with the field, or will they remain the real light of the field?
Yeah, Mother Guzari has to really keep himself out of trouble into turn 1. He starts last. Just take it off easily. Maybe give the other ones a 1 car, 2 car advantage, so you can just react to the things happening of you in front, and so maybe you will win a couple of positions with it.
5 minutes are now over, and the drivers could now proceed to the formation lap, if they so desire.
So we will have to let them on. They already.
So Big Dave has launched it, and there will be the formation lap in 20 seconds time. Also, you can already bin your car in the formation lap. That is already possible.
Let's hope to get an incredible race. We have a really good grid here, I guess.
Yes, I think so as well. They all are really good races.
Yeah, really fair, really clean.
Yes. The Toro Rossos are quite far from each other, but
which is a good thing, I guess. Which is a good thing, because then you don't really have to communicate about when you're stopping, because that can be a real pain in the ass.
Yes, if somebody's blocking the pit lane for 3 seconds, then it can be quite the catastrophe for you.
Yeah. So that can actually be a good thing strategy-wise. As we will just see, the new car is on the softs.
Oh, Skyline has disqualified himself already from formation lap.
On the softs. Big Prenta on the softs. Kimi on the softs. Decadent on the softs. Devil on the softs. Dave J also. Oh no, he's on mediums, so he's someone to keep an eye on.
Devils are with Dave J on mediums and P.
Oh, who has spun it there? Who has spun it? Oh, Kimi has spun it. He lost it. Oh, and he left the session.
Yeah. Did he disconnect?
That's
it's still the formation lap.
That's he will go mad if he has just left the session or disconnected just before the race start.
That is a really unfortunate moment to disconnect. Though there's still the board on very easy setting, driving now for Kimi Räikkönen. I think that will quite lose in some places if he starts with the very easy one, 0 difficulty. That is more than a punishment.
I even don't know if he will start or that he will just be left standing on the grid.
Bot goes around. The bot goes around for the entire race if nothing happens.
So how do we go to the front view?
Broadcast and go to new card or SH.
Oh yeah, we have it. As the lights are now turned off and we're away.
Oh,
Good start by Big Prenta. He's trying to look on the middle of the two. As Newcart keeps his position and SH loses out. SH loses out.
You can't.
Kimi is just going back to the grid. He's still not been able to rejoin. As Decadent has just overtook Fern, but they are fighting there. Antonio looking on the back of map view. As Demon Racer
in the middle of the field on 10 right now. He hasn't made a great recovery so far in the first lap.
So SH lost one position. What will he be thinking right now inside his cockpit?
I think he just focuses on not crashing into anybody.
Yeah.
Kimi Räikkönen is headed down the field with its zero difficulty bot driving for him. Mika already putting down the fastest lap of the race.
As Demon Racer has a visit of Decadent.
Demon Racer on 5. Oh, Decadent is looking. Demon Racer. Oh no, he's
going into turn 3. Will they be able to get a good exit? The Skyline is 4th.
Yes.
Didn't saw that.
He had a really good start here.
Kept himself out of trouble.
Decadent followed by Big Dave, I think it is.
No, it's Vern.
No, it's Vernon in the Red Bull.
And you just can see the dirty air effect of Vern there. Really a lot of fun on the steer there. As you see a group there with Demon, Decadent, Fern, Matthew, Antonio. Big Dave is also approaching that group. What's happening at the front? Oh, SH has
Kimi Räikkönen has joined back.
See the gap that they already built up to SH.
In the pits. What is he doing there? He's losing positions big time. And he goes for the medium tire.
Matthew is looking behind Fern.
Let's see where Kimi Räikkönen is now. Kimi Räikkönen on 14 at the moment.
Yeah, it will be interesting. He will have to really fight for it today.
I wonder why Big Dave has already pitted in lap 3. That is a really early decision.
Yeah,
but he's out for a longer stint on the medium tire now.
So he will be hoping to gain from that undercut, which will be interesting because the soft tires will be quite good at this moment.
Dave J now got DRS on the armpit, but it's not enough to overtake him.
SH is already 5 seconds behind Newcart within 3 laps.
Newcart is really having a hot tire here on the track. Look at those times fall. Every lap so far has been a fastest lap by Newcart.
The question is he
That is some
doing?
incredible pace.
Is he doing this on the standard on the standard
No.
engine setting?
I
Can't be,
cannot
right?
believe he does
It
that.
can't be.
No, he must be on the maximum setting or the rich setting at least.
Because at this moment, the F2 boys were doing 124s, low 24s, and he's
Yeah.
already in the 23s.
He must be on a higher fuel setting.
As Kimi Räikkönen sees a glimpse of what I guess is JFJ, I
Big
guess,
Dave now trying to catch up to Mother Goosery.
and safety car.
Oh, the safety car.
So this will
It's the
definitely
safety car.
help Kimi, and unfortunately all those efforts that New Car did to
They are
just
in
leave the
vain.
other one standing has been for nothing. Really.
Yeah. Well, what caused the safety car? I've not seen an accident.
Yeah. I haven't seen anyone spinning or real
Yeah,
crashes.
no retirements, nothing. That is quite the intriguing
Oh,
safety car here.
Dizzy has a puncture. Dizzy has a puncture, front right.
Well, this favors
So-
Dizzy now, isn't it? This favors him. It gives him time.
Yeah, but was there a collision? Was there a collision? What?
There must have been
what
something,
does the
otherwise
race-
the safety car would not have been deployed.
We have only seen a collision in lap 1, so that can't be it.
So we will see Dizzy Mind pitting now, probably for the medium tires.
It can't be that he had them too, that they were too worn out. They're,
And he might kill the pit entry sign.
it's interesting. I don't see damage on someone.
Oh, Renault has also changed the tire. Now he goes for another set of softs.
As Kimi is now up to 8th place. So
Wow,
this,
he really gained here.
yeah, this has done him
And I bet
quite a good
I bet
favor.
the bot on zero difficulty will not have busted his tires too much.
SH has pitted to the medium tire.
Yeah. So let me
So-
see the race director. We have Edith on the mediums, Skyline Cat on the mediums, FH on the mediums, Demon Race on hards,
That's
and the others on
interesting.
softs.
That's interesting. It will be interesting. Will the Hearts giving? He will have the tire life, but I don't know if it will help in the strategy really. Can you do a one stop right now?
You
Because
Well, if he got a good tire wear, like a few tire wear, then you should be able to do a one or maybe two stop.
because last week we saw people doing a two stop with being one stint on the soft and two stints on the medium. And people who did get onto the hards didn't do a one stop. So question is, can you get that advantage from the tire life to gain, or will it just be a slower tire and you won't have any advantage at all?
So we have now Big Dave in last.
As Decadent has gone into third.
I'm really curious how the new start will benefit the field now. The two runners together. Now people must be really careful not to lose their front wing and that silly braking you get there sometimes.
What is interesting, SH, who is now in 9th place, he is
Yeah.
going to play the long game with being on the medium. Of course, Big Prenta and Newcart aren't going to pit now because they will lose too many positions.
Yeah. Also, Demon Racer
But
won't
they
fit
have
with
to-
his hard tires.
They have to push really hard not to lose too much to SH.
I wonder what strategy McLaren follows with their hard tires. That is really
Yeah,
something.
that will be something interesting, but also SH being on the medium, he will get track position, which can be important, but I don't know if it will give him a pit stop advantage here.
The fuel is really close together now.
As we see Big Brenta trying to make a move on new cards.
Ah, it is in. Newcart is defending.
He's going on the inside there. Oh, brakes late.
Ah, he got
Did
him.
Yeah, he got him. Great move there. Great move. Really good
But how long will he be
anticipation.
able to remain on top? Newcart is really
What is
fast.
SH is already up to 8th, so he has passed someone surely, which has
Skyline
GTI.
has kissed the gravel and is now on 17.
Kimi is right on the back of Matthew in 6th position already, so this will be interesting. SH is looking for P7. Will Kimi help his teammate or will he fight for position?
Big Dave has gained 2 positions. He has overtaken Skyline and Mother Goosery. And he's now looking to take
SH
the
going
Renault.
on the inside of Devil, get it done. Kimi on the outside of Matthew. Ooh, getting really close. Matthew lost it there.
Oh, VW.
Matthew really lost out. Lost 2 more positions with that mistake.
Yep.
And he
he's
pitted.
gone in the pit lane. Interesting choice.
So
Why not with the safety car?
yeah, is he not feeling the balance on these tires or did he lose?
That is the question.
Oh, he did lose something of his wing.
Antonio's followed by Demon Racer and Dave J. They are really close together.
Matthew has to change his wing, and someone, McLaren is also standing with a wing, so, or Demon, or
It's not Demon. Demon is battling
Skyline
with
is
Dave J.
in.
Position
Skyline
10.
is in. Skyline is also changing his nose, going on to the hards. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, hard tire. He is also
Dave
going
J
to
now
play the long game.
overtaking Devil Racer. Demon Racer. Yep, oh, beautiful move by Dave J. And he got the position.
As Newcart is coming close, but I don't think he will make it without the DRS.
No, I don't think he will make it.
Matthew has gone to the mediums. SH is already up to 4th.
Oh, we need
With
to see
Kimi
how Hugh
behind
breaks
him.
later here. Hugh breaks later. No, he doesn't. He can't approach the treasure now.
Vern up to 3rd. He has kept himself out of trouble.
Skyline still on 17, but now also on the hard tires.
Newcart is just
Really interesting.
really pushing hard to come up to Big
Newcart
Brenta.
now overtaking Decadent. No, Decadent can hold the position. Coming straight from pit lines with fresh softs. While Matthew is on medium tire. Oh, Mother Goosery had an accident with
Pete is
Peters.
retired. Oh,
Peters
what happened there?
almost killed Mother Goosery. We see another safety car here. No safety car here.
As I
The road
don't
is clear
see.
behind Mother Goosery.
Dizzy Mind is
now
under
approaching.
pressure from Demon. the interesting thing, SH has a clear track ahead of him, so he can push really hard. So I
Demon
guess
Racer now in the
he will
pit.
take the undercut for sure.
What will Demon Racer do? Will he go for another set of hards, or what he'll do?
Oh, he
That is
also
a
lost
set of mediums
something.
and a new nose. The Demon
So
Racer, though it's handing him down to 15th.
do we have some interesting battles going on right now? Antonio is coming
Skyline
up to
still
Big Dave.
suffering. I think Demon Racer will be
Devil's
ahead of
Armpit
Skyline.
is following GTI very closely. What's happening at the front?
Nothing. Big Panda still leading in front of New Card. Will play
DRS
quite a
is
decent.
DRS is enabled right now, I guess, but he won't be close enough.
No, he's not within a second. Nope, no DRS for New Card here.
As I guess we are seeing the effects of the dirty air
DRS for
at
New
this
Card,
moment.
but it's not enough.
I guess the dirty air is just keeping New Card that little bit away of Big Printer. Big Printer seemed like having trouble following New Cards before the safety car period, but right now he can lead the race
GTI
really confident.
followed by Dave Check and Big Dave as they battle for positions. Big Dave is struggling to keep Devil's Armpit in bay.
Decadent has just gone on the outside of... Who was that?
Mother Guzari.
Mother Guzari.
Yeah, I don't think Mother Guzari will retake the position anytime soon.
This Matthew is trying to regain some places after his wing loss there.
Big Dave's still following Devil's Armpit around, but on a safe distance he won't have DRS on him.
As Demon is looking for a move on Antonio, maybe on the back straight. Oh, Antonio lost it there. He lost it.
Big Dave now with DRS overtaking Devil's Armpit. What a beautiful move.
Antonio retired.
Big Dave, what a beautiful overtake there on the long straight with DRS. Now, Big Dave, can he take GTI next? Or will Devil's Armpit take the positions from Big Dave back?
He lost out big time there. Devil's Armpit.
Yeah. He got
As Dave
Big
J
Dave's
is
good
looking
straight
on the back of Big Dave, but will Big Dave be able to make the move?
Oh, Big Dave in the gravel a bit. He will have some dirty tires here. They both got DRS on each other. Devil's Armpit in the dirty air of of GTI.
As New Card isn't close enough, I guess. No, he won't make that. He did close the gap by 2/10 compared to the last lap.
Now with DRS on GTI. And he overtakes GTI. No, he does not. What is this? Witchcraft.
Yeah.
And he overtakes GTI. And, oh, what a breaking maneuver here. What a beautiful move from
Nice
Big Dave.
clean move going into
Now
turn
on
1.
6. Start from position 16. Now on 6. What a return from the
Vern
boss
lost
of the race
out to
station.
SH. SH is already in third. Skimmy is also coming up to Vern. Kimi did a real good recovery there.
Oh, Dave J also lost out to GTI. GTI
As
and
Decadent is in no man's land.
Devil's Armpit. Devil's Armpit. Oh no, he can't keep up with those guys in front. GTI and Dave J now on it again. Can GTI retake the position? No, he cannot.
Will he keep
Dave
it close enough for the start finish straight to open that DRS and make a move? He is not that far off. He will definitely have a chance
yes,
here.
He opened it.
He will definitely have a chance, I guess. He's not gaining. He's not gaining
no, he's
on
not
Dave.
gaining at all.
So Dave
Maybe
J
it's the
must
setup.
be running a really low wing there.
Yeah. And GTI really high wing.
As Dave has just said goodbye and I am off in the distance.
Yeah. Big Dave just gained from the fight of those two and just gained a few seconds. Making his safe spot. His
Newcart is still very close on the back of Big Brenta.
I think he's just waiting for Big Brenta to make a mistake.
Will he maybe go for the undercuts? We've seen people doing a 19 lap stint on those soft tires, and with the safety car that can be longer. But maybe if you go in on lap 17.
If you get a puncture, it's like having a big spin out.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of time then, depending on your position on the track.
So they also have to think about SH. He has a clear road. Being on the mediums, he can do quite a long stint.
Yeah, SH can just relax and do his laps. Oh, you can't get him really close now to Brenta again.
Will he be able to do a move on the back straight?
Oh,
It's a lot shorter than the start-finish straight, and he isn't getting there.
He got DRS now on the straight.
He won't make it. He won't make it. He has to wait till the start-finish straight. What?
Yeah, he has to wait for the start-finish
As there
straight.
is still debris coming out before the back straight there of that crash.
You must watch out for the debris now, so you don't get a puncture actually. I think Monaco will be a nightmare with all the debris flying around. Newcart now with the DRS on the Brenta.
Again, he's not close enough.
He's not gaining at all.
He's losing on that exit coming out of the last chicane.
I think we will see those two in this formation for quite a while now.
As Vern is still able to keep Kimi at a distance.
Matthew Asprey followed by Mother Goosery, who's on a all soft, I believe.
Decadent is just driving his own race in P11. Will he make a move? No. I thought he was going for it there. Which would have been mad.
Matthew's still defending his position, and from Mother Goosery he's on old softs.
As Skyline is in 15th place. Who would have thought that after him?
Fuel lamp is
Oh,
orange.
as Big Brenta and Newcart are both coming in the pit.
Oh!
Is that
Let's see
early?
who does the faster pit stop.
I think that's early with the safety car.
Big Brenta mediums. And new card. Oh, he has suffered. He has suffered from the other cars. Up to the mediums.
Oh, and Dave J has separated the two. Dave J has but what will Newcar do on the inside? And he has cleared him. He has cleared him.
Wow. That on the
Finished it in this fourth corner there, and now up to Big Prenta again.
Yeah, they're on it again.
I guess Vern also stopped. Yeah, he did. As we have SH in the lead again.
But how long will it remain there?
Big Dave is in second. There are Big Prenta is 13 seconds off on SH.
Let's see how many laps SH has made yet with his lot.
But when was the safety car? Lap 4. So
yeah, lap 4 to lap 7, I think.
So being on a medium, maybe you can do 25 laps, I guess.
Yeah, so SH has done 10 laps on the mediums so far.
Maybe the safety car can give you those 2 laps more, maybe 27. So he can go up to lap 30, I guess.
Yeah, then he needs to stop.
Will he go on the hard tires and try to...
That would be a wise decision in my opinion, because you
try to finish it off. Yeah.
Yeah. Softs, you need to stop another time.
But then you can do 2 set of softs.
Decadent, I think, pit in this lap as well. The pit icon is green on his side.
Because if Newcart and Big Prenta are watching their own tires, they are able to do it with 1 stop, going on to the mediums again and finish it off.
Yeah. But with them battling off the
Newcart is really close this time. Can he get a good exit? Is it good enough? We will see. Yeah, he's a lot closer. He's a lot closer. But he's not gaining. Is he gaining?
No, he's not.
Not enough. Oh, he's going for it. Oh my god.
Wow,
he's done it. What a dive.
And he's defending him. He is defending. Nice move.
What a dive up the inside of Big Prenta. Going up into third place.
Big Dave now on 2. Followed now by Newcart and Big Prenta. On road softs.
I guess maybe Big Dave can just pit right now. He doesn't want to fight these guys. That
no, I bet he also can't fight them. Because he's on old softs. What can he do with those?
If he fights them, it only costs him his own race right now.
Yeah, it just costs him time. I think he just pit and get some mediums or hards. Nope, he stays out.
Kimi is not able to catch up to Vern.
And will we see now Big Prenta taking back the position from Newcart, who has another fastest lap.
No.
No, Big Prenta cannot take Newcart. Newcart is gaining on Big Dave though. They are a bit on the dusty curb. Will Big Dave feel the pressure now from those two following him?
I guess he just doesn't have to worry about them. He just
and Big Prenta with the DRS.
he is really defending his position.
Yeah, but look how close they get. They gained each lap a few seconds on him. They're now right in his dirty air.
But this is also very important for the lead of the lap, as H can just pull away maybe.
Yeah. So what we see now?
So will Newcart clear Big Dave? And what? Oh, Big Prenta looks really close.
Yeah.
Is he going for it? No. He thought about it. He had a look.
Yeah, he's stepped in the brakes.
On the outside.
No.
Newcart
defended himself.
Oh, what a pass. Will he? Yeah, he's done it. He has done it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Pass. Wow, that is some excellent driving I'm seeing here.
Newcart just lost the apex there on the second turn, looking to overtake Big Dave, and Big Prenta just capitalized. And will Big Prenta clear Big Dave right now? This is costing them time. It's so important to clear him.
The other field is really far apart from each other right now.
Oh, as Big Prenta is really close to Big Dave at this moment. Is Dave going to defend this one? Is Dave going to... Nah, Big Prenta isn't close enough. He isn't... No.
Nope.
It's really a good job that Big Dave is doing there on this old soft tires. Keeping those two guys behind him.
He is really fighting.
And this...
Now what will that mean for the tire wear for him?
But even though... I guess Big Prenta and Newcart are still gaining on SH. It was 12.7 and now it's 12.4.
Yeah, they're still gaining. And it's DRS again.
As Big Prenta loses it a little bit coming out of turn 9.
Ooh, he cuts it at the corner, but it's fine.
Newcart is really on the back of Big Prenta now.
They're all really close together now. Oh,
we have a really interesting freeway battle here. Big Dave just fighting,
Big Dave is
fighting like a knight.
And DRS it is again. Yeah, Big Prenta is just
he's going on the outside. He's going on the outside. Wu has to.
No
balls
problem
to
whatsoever
stay.
for him.
Oh yeah, that was an easy one.
And Newcart now on the exhaust pipes of Big Dave as well.
Will he make a move on the inside of turn 4? And
no chance for Big
he
Dave
gets
here.
it done.
I think he gave the positions to them, knowing that he needs to save his tires.
That would be weird, fighting them for so many laps and then just giving up.
Yeah, but that wasn't real fighting, wasn't it?
Yeah, interesting, really. The big question now, can Newcart go up to Big Prenta again? I didn't saw this coming. Really, in those first couple of laps.
Actually, but gaining, in my opinion.
As Newcart and Big Prenta did lose a couple of tenths compared to SH, like 6 tenths in this lap.
But there's quite the gap building now between Newcart, Big Prenta, and Big Dave. That is quite the gap between them.
I guess
Though SH still comfortable in the lead. Now closing up to GTI, who's at last currently.
Mother Goosery is about to get lapped.
Yeah, so is GTI. GTI will be the first one to be lapped by Vernon. It's only, I think it's only a matter of time until we see the blue flags here for GTI.
Big Prenta is already... He's already a second quicker in one lap here than SH. He brought the gap down to 12 seconds.
Demon Racer and his teammate quite... Oh, Dave J is fighting with Matthew. 4th place H. Dave J now with the DRS on Matthew.
The only thing he has to do now is just stay with him in that last sector, get a good exit, and just go in that slipstream on that start-finish straight. And he seems to get a very good... Oh, they almost touch!
Oh, no, he won't take him.
It seemed like Matthew didn't have a really good exit, and Dave J just had to back out of it, and that's cost him that run-up towards turn 1.
I don't think we will see a position change here in the next few laps. Or
Skyline has just passed Dizzy Mind, I think, but Dizzy Mind is looking at the back of Skyline. He is closing, not close enough.
No, not close enough. The fight for position 12 here for the two McLarens. Now Dizzy Mind has a yellow light on the fuel. Will that mean he has a problem in the future?
I think Mother Goosery has made a mistake. He's going really slow.
Let's see what Mother Goosery has.
He also lost a lot of time.
Oh, he lost his front wing.
Couldn't... Oh, yes.
So he must be really careful not to crash into anything now. Or go wide, like now.
So...
Where did he lose his front wing? There are a few opportunities to do that here.
As we... Okay, that's weird. 3 warnings for Big Prenta, no penalty.
Mother Rooster is out of race. What happened there? Oh, he had a no. Sorry.
Oh, Vern has a stop-go penalty. A stop-and-go penalty.
Oh, Mother
What happened there?
had a cross the pit lane exit. Yeah, he just. I think he just got disqualified.
Speeding in the pit lane for Vern. Stop and go.
Yeah. Maybe he forgot to put on the pit limiter.
As Newkart does a 23.2. So Kimi has done a real... Oh, Big Dave! It's going faster.
Racer now fighting with his teammate, Skyline. Followed by Dismind. Oh, breaking the Skyline. Late braking there.
Oh, and maybe... Did Dizzy deserve more room there?
I think so. That could have easily broke his front wing.
Dizzy is looking
Dizzy
on the
now
back
pulling up.
of Demon. Demon is...
Ooh,
Ooh, they
almost
are really... Ooh, oh, Demon is not giving up that place that easily.
And they all passed, I think it was Matthew.
Demon is thinking, if you want to rob me, you have to fight me.
And, well, he robbed him. Oh, wide corner that by Demon.
Matthew's looking to gain on that. Oh, Dizzy crashed!
Yeah. Oh, Dizzy crashed. I got that right on time.
Oh, and retired there.
Yeah, he broke his car. And here we have the quest. Matthew now trying to gain position 11 back from Demon Racer.
As Big Prenta has
Matthew
brought...
with the fresh softs.
Big Prenta...
Yes, look at that grip.
Big Prenta has brought the gap down to 11.4 seconds. Not as quick as I thought they were gaining on him compared to the first couple of laps when they cleared Big Dave. And Newkart just doesn't seem to get close enough to make a move. He seemed so strong in the beginning.
Pace. Oh, and they are all soon being left by Mercedes. Oh, sorry. Matthew, now with the fresh shots, will he take the other McLaren as well?
Newkart,
I think so, he will.
Newkart keeps on getting DRS, but he is just not close enough every time to make a real move. He keeps it in there, but he just needs that little bit more. This will be important for SH, clearing all these guys in a efficient manner. Don't lose too many seconds.
He is really now between the fields.
How far are Big... I think they will catch them within 3 or 4 laps. So this is the time to
10
push.
seconds off.
So these guys pitted on lap 16, going on to the mediums. Will they go towards lap 38 maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Matthew still trying to gain on Skyline.
Oh, I guess... Yeah, Newkart made the move. He's going up into second. I missed that there. I thought he was too far off. Oh, is he going to think about it into turn 4? No, he's not.
Close call there with the braking.
Ooh, on the inside. Oh.
Nope, denied.
Big Dave is looking on the back of Kimi. Oh! Oh, almost did a brilliant dummy there. I thought he was going for it. But he chose the safe way out. Maybe he can do it on the back straight.
Yeah, maybe, first the chain. No, first the straight now. Here's the DRS on Kimi. Nope, he chooses to save it and
Decadent is just driving a real solid race in P8. Has kept himself out of trouble. Really. Just, he's there in no man's land. But he's doing really good.
No. Devil's Armpit right behind him.
Matthew is closing on Skyline. Devil's Armpit is also in no man's land. The two Williams,
yeah, together with his teammate, they
the
just
two Williamses are just going to.
They're just saving the points, really. If this race will be rated yet.
Big Prenta is keeping up with New Car. They can't drive away from each other.
Dave J also basically no man's land. And he was still trying to gain on the game.
SH has two fighting, has Matthew and Demon in front of him who are fighting. So that will be interesting.
Yeah.
Will this cost him time? As soon as he comes up to them.
How they will proceed with the blue flags.
And if Matthew is smart, he will maybe back off, let SH through and just try to follow him and maybe gain on Demon when he had. Because maybe when Demon lets SH past, Matthew can capitalize on that.
Yeah.
So maybe that would be a smart thing to do, but first of all, here's DRS for Matthew. He's looking
and
for it.
he
No.
pulls out and brakes.
And SH must be very, very scared here. Oh yeah.
Pass.
And now let's see what Matthew will do.
Well, we need to see what Skyline does. Will he also let will it pass? Will Skyline let SH pass? They are really, really far.
Matthew has, of course, DRS now.
That is quite good for him.
He is really trying to keep up with
there must
SH
be
there.
blue flags for him. There must be blue flags for Skyline right now. He should think about just braking a bit and let SH pass.
I think he is trying to look for the best position so Matthew can't capitalize on it.
Yes, but I
Maybe
think it's like 3 or 4 turns to let him pass.
Is he close enough to get those blue flags? I guess so
don't see
right
any
now.
monitors with blue flags yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's close
I
enough
guess
yet
he
for
wants
blue
to do
flags.
it in the third sector. Then Matthew has the
Yes. That must be a blue flag right now. That must be a blue flag.
Yeah, oh, this is costing SH so much time.
Yeah. Oh, he's cutting the curve there, and he's letting him pass. Right now, Matthew's
Ooh,
back and
Matthew
he's
is-
gaining.
ooh.
That is really, really good for Matthew here.
Matthew
But they both got
has
DRS.
played the smart game. What is happening?
Yep.
Is Matthew going to make that move? No. He
No,
thought about
plays
it.
safe and brakes.
As Matthew thinks, it's only over when the fat lady sings.
Yeah. Oh, Matthew again, and oh no, it's not enough. So let's see. SH. New card in second. Only 9 seconds now away. That whole thing will then cost him about 1.5 seconds.
Big Prenta is doing everything to keep up with him. He is still in DRS, Big Prenta.
Yeah.
Fern is doing a really good job. Still, did he already pit? Yeah. I guess everyone. Oh, Big Dave already pitted 3 times. He's still in 5th.
Yeah, but he lost his front wing like right in the beginning and left Freya, so.
Do we already have some penalties?
Yeah, we have
S8
plenty of penalties.
got 1 warning. I see Newcart with 3 warnings, but not a penalty, which is interesting.
Matthew trying it again, but he's just not getting past one.
Big Prenta has 1 warning, or no, 1 penalty.
Actually, even Racer there.
Vern still the stop go, and I think he is just waiting for that pit stop to appear and take his penalty then.
Oh, Matthew tried it again. The last chicane.
Big Dave is closing up.
Oh no, excuse me, that is not the last chicane.
As I thought, Kimi was able to...
Skyline made a mistake and Matthews, he missed the opportunity to gain on it.
Ooh! I thought Matthew lost it there.
I think Matthew has the chance to pass Skyline with the DRS open.
Skyline is going defensive, no. He's waiting for Matthew to make a move.
He should be able to pass.
Oh!
That is a dangerous game he plays there.
Did not leave a lot of space for Matthew to go anywhere.
No.
It seemed like he...
only a few centimeters left.
Seemed like he was defending the inside there, but Matthew just didn't have the space
Matthew
to go on the outside.
Again.
Ooh!
I think this will only be a matter of time until Matthew takes him.
He goes wide.
Oh, this is a close game here.
He has a good run, Matthew. He goes for it. He goes for it. No.
He breaks again. I think a bit too early. Well, Sky is still defending on the hard tyres against Matthew on the softs. How long will Matthew's tyres still take this type of punishment here?
Maybe he just has to make the move. Just try it once.
Yeah.
Force him into a mistake. Oh!
DRS again.
He's going really defensive. Skyline. Oh, but he opens up. Gives Matthew the inside there. Oh!
What is
Was
this?
there a
Matthew,
touch?
Skyline ghosted.
Was there a touch?
Skyline ghosted. What is this? Why did Skyline ghosted?
When did Matthew... Oh, Skyline's gone wide.
Matthew pass.
Matthew...
He has...
Oh no, he's sticking it on the inside. He's sticking it... Oh, yeah, he's done it. He's done it.
Well done, Matthew.
Made it stick. Kept it clean.
Well done.
Goes on to position 9.
And now, Newport a big front up. Will they be forced to go slower here?
They are coming up to
Skyline and
the
Matthew.
back markers. Ooh. Will Skyline try to play the same game? As Big Prenta seems to lose the contact with Newcart.
Yeah, he seems to have built a bigger gap now. Newcart now with the DRS.
Will Skyline let him through? He won't. Oh, now it's Newcart that is just not having a nice treatment by the back markers here.
Skyline now trapped between the two Toro Rossos.
This will take a lot of time for Newcart.
Yes, I think so as well.
As I'm sure Matthew will just be an easier back marker for Newcart, being his teammate.
Yes, he will just
Hopefully,
be a
I guess.
bit like. This reminds me a bit of I think it was Mexico last year where Verstappen just went really slow on Vettel just to break him out a bit.
As Devil, oh no, not Devil, Skyline gives the position, gives Newcart the room he needs.
Now, will Newcart's teammate just let him pass easily and not be a...
I guess he will just do it on the straight. Fair.
Yeah. Oh, and we see Skyline going in the pits?
Yeah, as we see Matthew just giving the position there.
That is a really good team play here.
So will Matthew react, being on the soft tires, which really had a lot of duration, I think, with the fight.
Skyline changing back to soft tires now.
Okay, I guess Matthew has to come in. Maybe.
Yeah.
His soft tires just had a real punishment with
Devil
fighting.
Alpha just overtook Skyline in the pit lane now.
Vern is going fastest.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Oh, he has also changed to the soft tires. Didn't see that. So that brings Kimi up to 5th, which he already was, I guess.
Skyline now confronted with Big Dave, though I think they've just whipped him.
Matthew, what will he do? Will he go into the pit?
He must.
He's not. So this will be the opportunity for Skyline to get the other cut. So when did Matthew pit for his soft tires?
He pitted in lap 7, 6 or 7.
And then he
for mediums, and when the whole lot for mediums, then on lap 27 he pitted, and now he goes until lap 38 now. So there's maybe 5 more laps.
Yeah. He really has to stick with Big Prenta, try to avoid the undercut from Skyline.
Yeah. The same from the DRS from Big Prenta. Even though he ain't racing him.
Well, that's an interesting battle to look at for later when Matthew pits.
Yeah, he must have been, I think, within the next 5 laps.
As I guess Big Dave is coming up to Demon. No, it's not Big Dave. Has to be Vern then. Yeah, Vern is about to lap Demon, I guess. Yeah, and he lets him through.
Yeah, Big Dave is basically driving alone. Yeah, Kimi Räikkönen is quite far away from Big Dave. There's no competition here.
Demon nearly lost it.
Look, Big Prenta's fuel light is shining.
Yeah, he must have used a rich mix for quite a lot of time then. And the thing is, running in standard doesn't help you that much anymore compared to last year. When you're running in standard right now, you don't really get that much fuel advantage anymore.
So for real fuel advantage, you need to run it in lean. And you can only do that in a wet race or within the safety car.
Yeah. So Big Prenta has just maybe give him a hard time to gain in those last couple of laps of the race, maybe.
Yes. I think Big Fanta might struggle within the last 5 laps or so of the race with his fuel. He might need to go back to the lean mix just to finish.
Because standard mix is not going to help you, and he is really on the edge.
Yeah, he's on the edge of burning too much in too few time.
So Ori has to go lift and coast.
SH seems to be in a very comfortable lead at the moment. To new card, which is just 5.5 seconds.
How many laps did SH already do on his mediums? He started on lap 5. So now he has done 42 minus 5, 37 laps.
He just stopped once.
30.
He must stop in the next few laps, I think.
As I guess he pitted. He pitted.
Oh yes, he's just stopping.
He's pitting right now.
Just as we speak.
So where will he surely be behind Big Dave and
New Card just passed
Big
him,
Krenta
and passed him.
New Card.
Another set of mediums for him. He will make those count till the end.
Will Big Dave be able to pass? I don't think so. No, he won't. So he's going to finish it with a 2 stop.
Yes.
He has just that stint was so long on the medium.
Yeah,
that was a really long stint.
Big Dave also going for his final stint on the medium tire.
So what do you think? Does Newcart have to pit to avoid the undercut and to try it on real race pace, or because it is possible to finish it right now? A Newcart pitted the last time on lap 16, I guess.
I think he needs to pit one more time. He really does. That will cost him a few positions.
Yeah, he pitted on lap 16. So has Big Prenta. I didn't.
Big Prenta and Newcart both need to pit within the next few laps, I think.
Yeah, I don't think these mediums are going to last much longer. Because
no, it's like 30 laps now on them.
Almost 28.
Yeah.
Because
maybe at lap 30 they will need. Those must be really worn out now by now.
If I believe so, the last stint I did on the mediums was 26 laps maybe, and they were on 60%. So
Big Prenta's now 5.7 seconds behind Newcart.
Yeah, he lost out big time. And with his fuel problem, I don't think he will be able to get it back that quickly.
I think he built the gap because he has that fuel problem, because he needs to save fuel to just finish the race. Maybe he had to drive some laps in the lean setting just to save it a bit.
Yeah, just to be able to finish it without too many problems.
Yes, I believe so.
I guess Matthew also did not box still. So how many seconds does a pit stop take? About 20 seconds, and
depending on how good you start from your pit exit again. SH fastest lap 1:21.4.
So Matthew is in 1 minute 12, and Skyline is on 1 minute 31, which makes it 19 seconds. So that will be really close when Matthew will pit. Of course, he will be on way fresher tires when he comes out. But
yeah,
will Skyline be able to just get those couple of seconds so that Matthew that little bit more trouble passing him, maybe with having to use more wear on the tires there.
Yeah. Oh, new car now also with the yellow fuel light blinking up from time to time.
So they aren't really, they aren't saving fuel at all.
No, they're running now also, sometimes it blinks up the yellow. Big Dave now on the way to Lab Demon Rita, who's on 10.
As Newcart is second on 5 seconds.
Big Dave on Demon Racer.
He's second on 5 seconds, so Newcart must have pitted. Or because they were leading, right? They were leading.
Oh, yes,
yeah, they did.
Yes, now 2 pit stops.
So now it will be a race to the end.
Yes, for those 3 at least. Maybe Vernon, well, not Big Diff, he has already 4 pit stops.
Unfortunately, we missed it because now we don't know when Newcart pitted. So we don't know how old his tires are.
That must have been within the last 2 laps. It's not that long. Let's just check
Big Prenta has gained on it.
Just look at the lap times because he must have had a big gap. Yeah, he pitted in lap 55. 45, sorry.
So 45.
Yeah.
Oh, so his tires are only two laps old.
Yeah.
And when did SH pit? Again.
Let me check.
SH does a 121. 1.
He pitted at lap 43. They get a 139.
So Newcart is losing time on SH.
Yes. Well, SH is losing time on Newcart because he's the older tires, just a few laps there.
Well, it was 5 seconds inside the 5 seconds, and now it's 6 seconds. 6.1.
And Big Prenta pitted in lap 44.
So I have to say, I have so much respect for the strategy of SH. I wasn't thinking that he could pull this off, pitting so early for the mediums. Yeah. Just doing so many laps on those medium tires and be able to get this lead.
There was armpit in the middle of nowhere.
So SH really has that race pace, I think.
Yes, I think so too.
I think he's more comfortable with the medium. Because looking at the first couple of laps on the race, even though there were only 3, he was losing a lot of time. He was losing a lot of time in the first 3 laps on those soft tires. But he kept himself together and just delivered a astonishing performance on that first stint on the mediums, second stint of the race.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the penalties, and it seems Newcart has a 3-second penalty for multiple warning. Well, Big Prenta also has 3 seconds.
As the gap between Newcart and SH is now staying the same. Yeah, Newcart has won a 10th in the second sector. Gained a 10th, I should say.
So even though if Newcart still overtakes SH, he must fill a 3-second gap.
Oh, Matthews pitting. This will be interesting in the fight between him and Skyline. So where's Skyline? He's coming out of the last turn right now. He will easily pass him.
So another set of softs. Oh, that is a brave decision.
That is, but it can be done. It can be done. You can do 19, 20 laps on those soft tires, and he has 19
so
to go.
Now in turn 2, or turn 3.
So he has a lot to gain there, Matthew.
Yes, he's now a 10-second gap between Skyline and Matthew now. Demon Wraith is pitting right now. Who went for the softs?
Decadent is gone up to 7th. He's just counting down the laps.
I'm taking Demon Racer now. I use my hard tire, so should make it till the end with those.
As we only have 11 runners left. So Devil and Demon seem to be going to fight for the last point. As Devil is he gaining on Demon? The last lap of Demon 128.
Skyline.
So
Skyline
Demon did stop by
12 laps on his softs.
124.0. 124.0. Oh yeah, Devil. Well, maybe he will make it if he is able to do the same thing as H, which will be a very hard job. He can finish it.
But I think Skyline must pit again. He's now on that 13 for softs.
Skyline.
A few laps go.
Skyline.
I think you should go with mediums or hards again.
Well, yes, Skyline did pit on lap 30 something.
Yeah, now we are lap 50.
Yeah, he has to pit. So
16 laps to
maybe
go.
he can better pit right now, avoid the undercut of Matthew, and see how it goes from there.
Yeah, Matthew's 11 seconds behind him. That will make like a 9-second gap still.
Yeah. And maybe on those newer tires he can do something, but if he stays out, this will just give the advantage to Matthew.
Yeah. Matthew's just gaining from Vernon now, just, you know, stealing a bit of DRS
As
from him.
Newkart has brought the gap down to 5 seconds again. With 16 laps to go. Will Newkart be able to take the win in his debut race on the F1 League? After starting from pole, it will be hard. SH being the champion of last year, a real experienced driver, he's not going to give this away without a fight.
No. Though Newkart has shown a big promise here tonight. That
We have definitely
for those gentlemen.
We have seen someone standing up as a championship contender in the likes of Newkart this day, I think.
Definitely. Though the bigger question is, will Big Printer's fuel remain until the end of the race?
As Newkart's fuel light is also showing sometimes.
Yeah.
But SH seems to be reasonably clean
Big Dave
using
is
his
about
fuel.
32 seconds behind place 3, so I think Big Dave will remain on 4.
Skyline is still 11 seconds behind. Oh no, I mean Matthew is still 11 seconds behind Skyline. So what will Skyline do? Will he come in?
I'm not sure what happened
Oh,
with Kimi.
he goes wide. Oh, Kimi has just been racing his own race.
Yeah, we haven't seen much from him, apparently.
Of course, he had that awful start by disconnecting.
Yeah, with this little disconnect.
And
yeah, that
he
really
did
put him
fight.
off, I think.
He really did a good job coming back to 6th place there, I guess. But
yes, from last.
if you lose so many time in the start of the race, it isn't easy to come back from that. So
No.
I guess there's not much he could have done more than this.
Yeah. I think we've seen a really solid race from Big Dave, starting from 17 or 16, what it was.
Yeah. Also with the wing
on his
that he had.
position.
Also, Vern is just driving a real solid race on his own.
Yeah. It's a really good day for Team Red Bull here today.
A solid point scoring position for both cars.
Yeah. They must be really satisfied with that day, because starting from last and from the middle of the field now on 4 and 5 is really an impressive pace. Though I think they gained from the safety car as well.
Yeah, of course. Big Dave lost his wing, if I remember correctly. A bit of it. And I guess the safety car just really helped with that.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't get it. Kimi Räikkönen is 3.22 seconds from the leader, but Decadent behind him is only 1 minute and 60 from the leader.
Okay, that's really weird.
That makes no sense. Between Decadent and Matthew, that's about a 20-second gap. So.
As there is now a 3-second gap between Prenta and Newcart, and the gap between Newcart and SH has stayed the same for about 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah. So I think it will be really hard to have a battle for the win here.
I think the race is decided between the first 3 places.
SH, slow down. Slow down, we want to see a fight.
I think that's the last thing a current racer like SH would do.
Come on, be a gentleman. Give us the end we deserve.
We want the rubber band effect right now.
Come on, safety car.
Yeah, random safety car.
As everyone is just really driving on his own at this moment.
Yeah, they're really stretched out on the track right now. There's no battles. Oh,
Dave J is left. Okay.
Oh,
oh, Skyline spun it! Skyline spun it! Oh, lost it in the gravel.
Oh, well, he retired it.
He lost a part of his wing for sure. Yeah.
Yep,
he has
lost
to
a part of his wing.
Ooh, what happened there, Kimi? Oh. I was scared that was SH there, going wide.
No, that was Kimi.
SH is just really cruising, just controlling the race.
I think he's Skyline is really carefully making it to the pit lane.
Newcart has lost a 10th. Those last 2 laps, I guess. As Vern goes fastest. He seems to closing up on Big Dave. Not that I don't think he will catch him in time.
Skyline made it to the pits in one piece.
So
let's see for which tires he goes for the next 11 laps.
Yeah, the softs for sure. I don't know if he has got the compact.
And there is the new nose from the engineers.
And Devil is going to overtake him for that last point. Or is he? Yes, Devil into 10th. With Big Prenta lapping him. So now we have a battle. Now we have a battle, a massive battle for P10.
Yeah.
He goes straight up in the inside skyline. Is Devil going to stick it on the outside there?
Move.
Is that no? He takes it. Skyline takes it.
Yeah, fresh shots can't be beaten by those old mediums.
So who's the next
victor?
So the difference between Skyline and Demon is 11 seconds. Do you think he will be able to catch that?
Yeah.
With Demon being on those hills.
Is that a Williams between them?
I don't. Not on my screen. Really, maybe it's Decadent lapping them.
Let me check.
Yeah, it's Decadent.
It is Decadent.
So he can do some overtaking for once on this day after being after being alone for several laps.
Yeah, some company now as well.
Skyline already closed that gap to 9 seconds. So
Skyline is really on the fence here to retake a position.
Eight seconds at this moment.
Behind Decadent.
Nah, that's too much. That's
yeah, 30. They got a 30
seconds. Yeah. So I guess Matthew and Decadent will take 8th and 7th.
Yeah. I would consider
what's happening at the front.
The
we still have SH
Decadent
on P1, really controlling the race in his own manner. And then we have Newcart followed on 5.4 seconds. So I guess that is all done.
Yeah.
Big Prenta is also
gone.
Yeah. But we have to stay positive. We have 2 drivers coming from GP2, now named F2, into F1, and they are on the podium.
They are within the podium, yeah. It's really impressive.
So we can say that there's a new generation coming into the F1 league.
Yeah.
And keeping up with the main guys.
Yeah, I mean they've already shaken up GP2 back in the day, they just entered and won races. And the others were just like, yeah, you know, we're just gonna wait in the back here. Now since they got promoted to F1, they seem to do really fine here.
So after thinking Newcart was the man to be beaten on race day, SH has shown up and proved that he is the guy that everyone still has to look up to.
Yeah.
And just show that he can perform under immense pressure.
Human Racer retired from the session.
Ooh, so we don't have that fights coming up anymore, which is a shame. Demon was doing very well. I don't know. Let me have a look. Incidents. No. Oh yeah, did not finish terminal damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lap 58.
Huh. Sadly, you missed that.
Do we have other penalties for our...
Fastest lap again by SH 120.
Oh, he is just showing his pace right now.
He has a 6.7 lead on Newcart. So he's building again.
He is making that statement. Guys, I'm still here. You have to look for me on that first round of our league. I am the man to be beaten.
Oh, Skyline went wide and has now Williams near him.
Vern is catching up to Big Dave.
Skyline is blocking Decadent and almost went wide into him.
Vern is catching up to Dave. It's only 2 seconds between them. So what will these two rebels do? Will they fight for it, or will they just think, well,
left to go.
This is a test race, so why not? It's not for points officially.
Yeah. You could just floor it a bit.
Even though, who would you say has impressed you the most on this race?
I must say I'm most impressed with Big Dave, starting from last or almost last and being in fourth now. That is quite the feat.
Yeah, that's true. He has been off the radar. He has just been doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Stayed out of trouble.
Yeah, pretty gained from the safety car thing, and yeah, but he has the most pits from them all, and he's still in fourth.
That's true. Yeah, I guess maybe
Those Skyline Cat has over 5 pit stops.
oof, maybe Big Dave has those old tires at this moment. I'm not surprised if it isn't the case that his tires are really old.
It's only a few laps to go for them.
So what will Vernon do? Will he go for it? Or will he take
I
fifth
think
place?
he gains a lap a bit. Let me check the tires. Big Dave. He is. He pitted in lap 43 and not pitted since. So he should be fine.
Mm.
And Vernon, let me check Vernon. He has pitted last time in lap 37 and is since then on his softs. So either Vernon is not really careful with his already worn out softs, or he will risk the puncture. Or maybe I missed the time where he pitted again. Hold on.
Yeah, I think he has gone from soft to soft.
Yeah. I just saw it here. In lap 52, he pitted again for softs again.
52.
So he has about 11 laps now on his
So
soft. Should be good till the end of the race.
when did Big Dave stop?
About 20 laps ago.
So these tires must be on the same performance level, sort of, at this moment.
Sort of.
But Vernon is really catching.
He is catching. Well, it's only 2 laps to go now.
Three laps. So
So Vernon has 3 laps to go with about equally worn tires.
as Big Prenta has brought the gap to Newcart down by a few seconds, 2 or something. I don't think he will be able to catch enough before the end of the race, but it seems like he did find a little bit more pace at the end.
Yeah, they're 3 seconds apart and 7 seconds from this age.
It's also really nice to see that there aren't really that many glitches after the patch. Only the race director in the qualifying. That was really weird.
Yeah, that is a bit confusing.
Yes, but luckily enough, that's not a massive thing, as the qualifying results were right.
Oh, Vern now with the DRS on Big Dave.
Ooh, that will be interesting.
Oh, he didn't gain anything. Well, do you think Vern will still overtake Big Dave in the last lap?
I don't think so. It's really hard to gain in that dirty air. And we saw Newcart and Big struggling to overtake Big Dave even when he had the really old tires on the softs. So S8 disqualified. Oh, I think
that is some major drama.
And Newcart also disqualified.
What?
That must be the glitch we had in the last test race as well.
They both failed to use the required tire compounds.
So what's the mandatory tire? It's the hard and the medium, right?
Yeah. So maybe they had to use the hard tire?
This must be a glitch. We had it in the last test race last week as well with J19 and TLK.
So we will see Big Prenta here now winning, Big Dave and Vern on podium as well.
This is really controversial. We have to see what we will do with the league here.
This must be discussed before the league really starts.
This is the second time in 2 races this happens, and
this is not good.
Last week it didn't happen to the race leader, but now it's the race leader. What will we do when this happens in the league?
And the second place.
Yeah. Would we, of course, as H would have been the winner by a mile.
And those goes for the overtake on Big Dave.
As Prenta is just going to the last corner, and he will take a very controversial win. He will take a very controversial win.
Yeah. Oh, this will be very, very close between Red Bulls.
Oh, Vern took second. I missed that.
Vernon took second. And Yeah, it's going to take seconds before taking the last lap.
Well, we have to be real that we have to give a shout out to SH and Newcart because
Yeah,
this
they
isn't.
would have won.
The SH would have won for sure.
So
And
we
Newcart
have
would have
Kimi now
took second.
in fourth, coming in, yeah, Kimi in fourth, Decadent in fifth, Skyline will be seventh, where's sixth? Where's place
Devil
sixth?
is. Devil is also qualified.
Devil was disqualified. I bet it's the same glitch. Hold on, let me check the incident.
What?
It doesn't say why you got disqualified.
So the patch did not fix this problem.
No.
Skyline also
was
disqualified.
What is going on here?
So this is a major thing.
Yeah, this is a major problem.
And as we were talking, that there weren't that many glitches in this race where we were really glad about.
People
This
getting
this
disqualified
sort
left and right.
of thing happens.
That is not good.
As we see Big Pranta stepping up to the highest step of the podium. Controversial.
What's happened to this guy?
He had a
Very controversial.
really good race, being in third there, and he should have been in third, which would
Yeah,
have been
he should
a
have been
very
in
good
third.
result in his debut race on the F1 League.
Yeah. With Big Dave and
As
Brown
we
there.
see it here, Big Pranta is
This-
taking the win. Taking
We
the
got
win.
1, 2, 3, 4 disqualifications. That is not normal.
And I don't believe that they really ignored the tire rule. It can't be.
No. I don't
These
think
are
so.
experienced
All have-
drivers.
Yes, all have been driving on the medium tire at least.
Yeah.
And actually, it's kind of driving on the
They did the
as
same.
well.
They did the same strategy as KO did.
Yeah.
Big Pranta, or no, not Big Pranta. Yeah, Big Pranta, SH, and Newcart all did the same strategy.
Yeah, I think the,
so why
the league leadership really needs to discuss a solution for this one before
before
the league
next
really
Sunday?
starts. Yeah. There must be a solution found if this glitch appears again.
So hopefully, even though that was a really weird last lap, you have enjoyed this incredible race
Yeah.
of the
Yeah,
F1 League
we
test in Spain.
We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah, we very much enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed the first full foreign commentary on RaceStation.net. And we will see you, Vern
On
and
next
SH will
Sunday.
see you next Sunday, where the
Yeah, goodbye.
F2 boys will just be racing their first race of the new league. And hopefully they will keep it as clean, as nice, and as good of a race as this was, really.
Yes.
And we will see you
So, good night.
next time. Good night.
And I am offline.